Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fighter Test Podcast with me, Tess Jewson, and my husband and co-host, Terry.
Hello everyone, welcome to another week.
So last week we spoke about the financial impact of pulmonary hypertension. Today we're going to speak a little bit about how pulmonary hypertension has affected our quality of life in a mental and emotional way.
Well, before we get into the emotional way, let's talk about how emotional I feel about your finger, shall we?
How emotional are you then?
I'm not too bad. I mean, I know girls with nails are quite bad, but how bad is this nail?
Well, after going back to the hospital on Tuesday, it's now been revealed that my fracture is healing nicely, so that's great news. But unfortunately, I have to go back this Friday and have it surgically removed.
Ouch. So why are they removing it? Is that because of what's underneath the nail?
Unfortunately, a lot of blood has collected underneath my nail and my nail will eventually fall off.
Ew.
So I guess getting it surgically removed now will be the safest way, especially as I have pulmonary hypertension, because an infection is the last thing I need.
Okay, enough about your finger. Shall we go into more other emotional aspects in our lives? So you're quite a positive person, would you not say?
I definitely am.
But you've had a lot of negativity come your way. How do you transfer negativity into a positive aspect?
When you have pulmonary hypertension, I believe you have two choices in life. You can either sit in the corner and wallow, or you can say, no, pH is not going to rule my life. I'm going to get out there and still do the things that I want to do. Yes, it might not be the way I thought it was going to be, and it might not be as easy as I thought it was going to be, but somehow and at some time I know that I'm going to do it, and pH is not going to beat me.
So it definitely shows that pulmonary hypertension has affected you emotionally.
Yes, it definitely does. And I think it's because we are grieving for the life we thought we were going to have. Pulmonary hypertension totally throws your life into turmoil. Many of us, as we've already mentioned, don't know what pulmonary hypertension is, but thanks to social media and our charity PHA UK and people who have pulmonary hypertension, they like to raise a lot of awareness for PH. And it's thanks to all of this that pulmonary hypertension is starting to become more and more known. It is still a rare and serious condition, and it is our job, I believe, that we get PH out there and get people to know what we go through each and every day.
So what help is there available for people with PH?
So we're very lucky to have the PHA UK. They do a lot for us, and for those with PH, they are our lifeline for many of us. They really put us first, and they make sure that we are supported on our PH journey. One of the things they've done for our emotional and mental well-being is they've collaborated with Anxiety UK. So if you are a member of the PHA UK, which I will let you know is free, so if you have PH, please do sign up to our charity, and you need help for anxiety, then we have a dedicated helpline service. The number is 0344 332 9010. Now this gives you the chance to get some help mentally and talk about your thoughts and your feelings about having pulmonary hypertension. I used to be very embarrassed to say that I use this helpline in my life, but as time has gone on, I've realised that it's not bad, it's not wrong to go and get help. We all need help sometimes in our life, and so if you do need help, please do call the Anxiety UK and get yourself a trained counsellor therapist and get the help you need. This is free. I can't remember if it's 5 or 6 sessions that you get free, and you can continue if you want, but these sessions were the making of me, and they really, really helped.
So we'll link the number in the description below for UK residents. Obviously, not everyone listening will be from the UK, but the way that Tessa just said how much help is received from just actually having a therapist or someone to listen to your problems in this way, there are definitely other companies, if not other businesses, that can help this in your countries of residence. So always have a look out for it. There might even be your charity with PH might be doing the same kind of thing. So have a look around to see what help you can get.
Something new that has also come up with the PHA UK, again for those in the UK, is the listening line support. Now this is a dedicated time that you will have with a PH professional to talk through any worries or concerns that you have relating to your emotional or mental well-being. It's not a counselling service, but it is free of charge. The person behind this is Paul Sefton. He is a member of the PHA UK and is a former specialist PH nurse. He has worked in the field of PH for more than 15 years and is a skilled and patient listener. He has had a lot of experience with those with pulmonary hypertension, and I must say he's not a trained counsellor, so these do not replace specialist mental health support, but Paul has helped many members already, so that is another way that you can get help and support thanks to the PHA UK. There's also a form that you can fill in on the PHA UK website, which we will link in the description below.
It's really great to see that there's actually 2 lines you can go down through for help. There's not just one option. It's always nice to have more than one option in life. So we can only thank the PHA UK for the support they've given to my wife really for this. And no matter how positive, how strong you are, there are certain times that you need to speak to someone. And when the negative news is as bad as a serious health condition, there is no shame, nothing. Just go for it. The help's there for you. So how hard is it on supporters like your family when you got diagnosed with PH?
Unfortunately, pulmonary hypertension can be misdiagnosed, and the misdiagnosis is not always, but is usually asthma. Now, asthma is very similar to pulmonary hypertension. So when you think you're living with a condition called asthma, and then all of a sudden you get diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, it is sad, it is difficult, you have to change a lot of things, and as a family you have to change the way you live. When you move out, either you live on your own, you have to think what you need to do to look after yourself, or you get into a relationship. As we mentioned, getting into a relationship with PH is very difficult, but even though we're alright, aren't we, we still have PH in the background whatever we do, don't we?
Yeah, it's always going to be there, but we won't let it be there, so will it?
Definitely not. And I think if you have a very supportive partner or family member or friend, then I think they'll help you along your PH journey. Support is very much needed. And if you feel you haven't got the support, then please do go and find someone, because it's not a bad thing to ask for help. We all do need it in our lives. So pick up that phone and say, I need help, because you have people there for you waiting.
So as you're talking about support, the medicine support would obviously help your actual mental aspect. You've gone to a PH specialist who've explained everything to you. What aspect does the medication have on you mentally?
So I've been very lucky with my medication. I've taken to it very fast, as in from a day or 2 from taking it, I went from not being able to walk from my bed to the bathroom to being able to, say, walk the dog. So it's been very positive for me. But another thing when it comes to medication is that we're very lucky that there's a lot of medication now for pulmonary hypertension, and each and every year something new is coming forward for those with PH. But I don't know about you, because we do get worse and our PH is progressive, sometimes we have to change medication. I find that very difficult. I was on sildenafil for 10 years, and then all of a sudden I had to add Mesitentan. Now, for me, that was devastating. The reason I felt so upset is because I'm thinking I've gotten worse and I'm not going to get any better. I've got to change medication. Lots of things were going around in my head and I found it very difficult. So when you changed medication, did you feel the same as I did?
So even though it was very difficult for you at the time, the positive outweighed the negatives.
Yes, definitely. And looking back, maybe I did overreact, but I have to remember that this is a progressive condition, but thankfully we have the medications to hopefully keep us stable. So as you've heard, pulmonary hypertension does affect us both mentally and emotionally. But please remember, we've got our friends, our family, the PHA UK, and other people who are willing to help you. Remember, help can be just round the corner, so if you need it, please go and get it. Try and be positive and hopeful. There's no cure, but there's always hope.
Thank you very much for listening to the Fighter Test podcast with our host,
Tess Jewson.
It's very strange me saying this bit. And me, Terry Jewson. Thank you for listening.
I hope you enjoyed the episode. See you later. Bye.
See ya.